in my courtroom.
Cortez. I have the artificial eyes on again.
Up, we don't have the Legion garage.
No, prison.
I don't know how to take that off.
I'll just wait for this car to be picked up and then I'll do that.
Get off.
X.
That is X.
Okay.
It's Smoke, wasn't it? Smoke was one.
It could be, but you want to do that here?
F64 going off duty for my
No, I
trial.
don't have anything to smoke. But...
7-4.
Borgor.
What have you guys up to now, Jules?
You know what's fun?
Lily.
We're in court. Don't do that.
Lily.
There's a little trial going on
We
for
can do it later.
a bit of a naughty boy at City Hall. And if you and Sam wanted to pop down on it.
No.
Alpha, you're talking over radio, mate.
Perfect, no worries, I'll see you up there.
Talking over radio, mate.
Charming.
Get back, I'll blow you away. Hey, it's gone. Hey, Welchie.
Hi.
You wouldn't miss this one for the world,
Ow.
Why is he still in fire uniform?
Don't know.
Because I've not had time to change. Oh.
Turn around. Oh god. Too far. There we go. That's good enough. You're making me slide off.
Who's the judge?
I think it's the sheriff.
Sheriff Ryder.
What are you doing?
The sheriff's the judge.
Hmm?
You get off for this now.
Just call them Sabatons.
And there you go. There we go.
Please be uprising for the judge. Thank you. Just to inform everyone, it will start in about 10 minutes time, so make sure you have your stories correct and all that. I'll be calling up all witnesses who were there at the events tonight, and also witnesses as a character testimonial to judge his character as well. Thank you. Please be sitting.
He's ever so dainty.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like you sat on my lap.
Great.
Not close enough, but it passes. You're more comfy.
Yeah. So I've got to tell him that I've been selling drugs to him? Am I not going to get in trouble?
Maybe you should say you hand them over, I guess.
I hand them over, yeah.
should
No,
be
Right,
clean
I've
anyway.
got Mercury ready and all that. I'm
Right
ready,
now.
so
I
just
don't
wait
even
for
have
it.
guns on me.
Yeah, we've just literally got chains. I think Wink and Tam are popping up as well.
Sit
Okay.
chair 3 normally works. There you go. Nearly.
Yeah.
We'll be starting shortly.
So I guess sit chair is the one where we take to the stand, is it? And then we can just do sit chair 3.
I think you can choose whatever you want.
I think this is just too casual to be cross-examined.
Oh, yeah. So the first one should be fine.
First one's fine. Let's see what 2 is. 2 is me spread eagle.
Yeah, that's too much.
It would be too much if you did it.
That's just nervous.
I got something to be nervous about.
Ooh.
Well, she gets to come anyway and gets to testify too because he was there when you did citizen's arrest on him. Oh, I'm sinking. There we go.
Oh god.
I'm drunk.
No.
Sit lean. Nope. Why is that? What the fuck? Sit sad. Oh, that's what you've been
Oh,
doing.
that no, I've been just sitting on the floor.
Oh. This is sit sad.
I will no do that from now on.
Well, she's sitting like a ball here on the back here. What do you think? Well, she were going to send him down or what?
I don't know, but if he was a proper judge, I think he'd go down. But I'm not sure now.
Oh no, Ryder is the city judge. He is.
He is
Nobody
the
gets
city
away.
judge.
He's the city judge. I think he told me.
Fuck me, pig.
Yeah. That's more like it.
There we go.
Lovely.
Lovely. The situation is not as
Not anybody
lovely.
in this city is actually only doing one fucking job.
I don't know. I mean, there seems to be various people doing stuff. I don't think many people are interested in the trial. Interesting. Oh. Makes sense. Not even the hospital door could hold him, it seems. Hello.
What's up?
So glad you guys could make it.
Oh, we just here for the shits and giggles, you know.
Oh man, it's
Understood.
been kicking off. I wanted to get my Sultan repaired, but I had to chase that wacko around, smashing it up more.
But then, at least, you know, I made an effort to dress up.
The ambulance is in
Tam,
tatters right now.
Be nice, Tam.
It's
But
okay,
that is
we're cool.
nice though.
It's nice to go to court and actually sit there.
Yeah, it's nice to sit behind the bar rather in front of it, isn't it?
So is anything happening, or are we just
wouldn't
sat
know
in
what you're
our
talking about.
chairs?
He's getting
Well-
the death sentence.
Oh,
Mark Mercury.
The fireman.
Except, yeah, the fireman. He
Did
finally.
it excite you that much?
Well, we don't know
We'll be-
yet.
We'll be starting momentarily.
Alright.
Just getting everyone here.
oh, fuck
Okay.
it's him.
Excuse me. No swearing in the house. This is a court of law, please.
At least I stood up.
You ready, Alpha?
Yeah, we're just rocking up now. Is everybody else here?
I mean, if I have to go to
Damn,
jail for
move.
telling him,
When
I'm
is
just
the
going to tell him the
trial
truth.
due
Like,
to
you know.
start?
You'll be
Very
fine, don't
soon.
worry
Just
about
getting
it.
Alpha in
fine.
and getting your representation.
He's
Clean,
repping
yeah,
me,
clean.
by the way.
Sean.
Oh, crap. I mean, awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Sean.
I promise you'll only get 6 months.
Where are you,
Right.
Sean?
Promise only 6 months.
No, just there, dude.
Okay.
Do you want to come with me downstairs and then we'll quick talk with your client and then we'll get going?
Who's calling?
Oh, it's nice in here.
Yo!
Oh.
Oi!
Oh no!
Oh.
Oh,
Sure,
no, that was a bit aggressive. Fuck, I'll just walk through the door, Jesus.
Sorry about that.
Order in the court.
See that cocker?
How's it going, man?
I'm gonna sue
Do you
that
want to
guy.
head down them stairs then?
Yeah, I'll put it
I
in.
walk
Yeah,
through the door,
yeah,
he fucking
yeah.
hit me in fucking jaw.
Alpha, you could come over here.
How you doing, Dick?
I've lost him.
I've lost him.
Who was it?
Oh no!
I've
missed that
asking
him?
you
Won't
if
be.
you've been busy.
It was him.
Ow!
Extremely.
Oh, wait, Mike.
Okay,
Well,
yep.
Wait,
Where-
Mike.
Where
Alfie
does
Reynolds,
that
please come.
firefighter there.
Hello.
This way.
Where do you need me?
Follow me.
Keep getting pushed.
Was it you who hit?
No,
You hit me, didn't you?
no, he
Pardon?
didn't. No.
You hit
it
me.
was- It was
Earlier.
Sean.
Fucking one of just went with fucking.
It was
Yeah,
Sean
You in
that
the
helped.
yellow Jeep type thing?
Were you in a S7?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, in my eyes, I didn't hit you, but
I know. Did you just hit me when I walked through the door?
No, I think that was Sean, wasn't it?
All right. I need to hit him back.
Yeah, yeah. You hit him back. When he
You're gonna
walks
plant
past
me
you,
gun, but that's probably not
when he
good
walks
idea.
past you, just trip him.
Can you let me through, you back? Fucking hell, mate. I'll fucking
walk all
I'll
over, man.
fucking teabag you, Welsh. Come here, mate. Give me a hug. Oh shit. Ah!
You have to walk all the way around and then come back on you, senor.
Come on, come here, Welsh. Have a little sucker. Oh!
Shit!
Ow!
You have to walk all the way around and come back.
No.
That looks painful. Are you okay?
All he wants to
Have
do
a
is
look at these nuts.
All he wants to do is dip his nuts in
These
his mouth.
nuts.
These
Oh, but
nuts.
you still got your trousers on.
Basically, I told you to take your
shouldn't
pants
have
off
fucking said
there.
that, should I?
There you go.
Oh no.
All right.
Get away.
We're getting them for public indecency there, Alan.
Sit down.
Just
Sit
fucking
down.
arse.
I'm sitting down, officer. Sorry.
Can I get you
Find
to
that
sit
money in
over here,
there.
Alfie, on this table?
Okay.
Is it not?
Nope.
No.
I'm gonna say my dog stepped on a
You
big
you
knew
were
what I
gonna
was
say.
talking about, innit? I wasn't even gonna finish.
Just want to put a tweet out as well after that court starting.
Yeah, no problem.
Are you okay?
So, what's happening here?
I don't know, mate.
Oh, fireman finally lost his marbles and he torched the hospital.
Has he lost his job yet?
I think he's gonna.
He might. He
I
might
don't
probably.
think we'd be
I've
a
heard
good
he buys
lawyer.
loads of weed and
Every
that.
possibility. You sold him weed too.
What? We don't sell weed.
Where's the weed? What's that weed?
I have to admit that I sell it.
He's asked us for
What do
it.
you want trial for that?
He's asked us for it, but we don't do that shit. We're all good boys.
Alright,
We're all legit.
It's
Yeah.
only me that sold all the stuff. It's me that's crooked.
You're getting arrested.
I'm going to jail.
We'll kidnap you back off, and we did that with Welsh yesterday. It's alright.
Cheers, I've already escaped twice.
Welsh never got arrested last night.
Take him hostage, man.
He said to me this morning, "You a lucky boy." No, I'm not really.
Please be
Scum!
uprising for the judge.
Boom!
What,
Scum!
so you're not wanted? Oh, mate.
Please be uprising for the judge.
You're not
Uprise!
wanted.
No.
Stand up!
No.
Stand up.
You know my
Uprising.
name's it.
How are you not fucking
Don't
wanted?
disrespect the
Fucking
judge.
dog.
Excuse
not
me,
even
y'all
my
take a
name.
seat.
Yeah, but you didn't have them. Go home.
No.
Take a seat, you two. Order.
I'm
Hit your
trying.
old muscle.
I
Hit
apologize.
your old
Sit
muscle.
the
Look at it.
fuck down, man.
Boo! Scum!
Order in
fucking
the
hit you
court.
if you can.
Oh dear.
Oh, dear. Oh.
No violence. Sit down. Hit your old muscle, you fools. In my hole. Or just stand up, look like baboons.
Oh crap!
Oh,
Sorry. That was
Character
Joe. My
reference.
mistake.
Character
Order in the
reference.
court.
Oh my
I apologise.
god. This
You
is
get
going.
it,
Y'all
for
sit
this.
comfortably.
Oh, no.
I'll just
Not
stand. I'll
really,
just stand.
these
It's fine.
fucking
I'll
seats
just-
Why the
are
fuck am
awful.
I holding a leaf blower?
Excellent.
Am I up? I'm getting piles
You're
from
not
these
for me.
benches.
Ain't
We're
not
here
very fucking
today
comfy, are they?
as an accusations have been made by Mr. Alfie
Bit cold,
Reynolds
man.
towards Mr. Mercury. We're going to have the opening statements from both individuals. Mr. Reynolds, will you please come up to the podium with your opening statement?
Lead insanity.
Sorry, I thought I saw a quid there, but it
No,
wasn't.
no. Yep. Please, your opening statement, please.
Right, so I obviously had
Objection.
some issues.
The judge can't object.
Please come closer to the mic. Thank you. May again.
Objection.
That sounds like hearsay.
Objection,
Hearsay.
You mislead everyone. Please talk into the microphone clearly.
Right, so basically, he failed a drugs test. He was then going to get sectioned to get some assistance and help with a drugs rehabilitation program. He fled the hospital, dangerous driving, put several hundred other road users at risk. We tried to obviously talk him down. Once we got hold of him, we got him back to the hospital to section him under the Mental Health Act. He then escaped a second time and then a third time. While we was going to get a fire engine to attend another fire, apparently, so I was told by two of the right honourable gentlemen to the behind of left of me that he'd set a fire on his escape. And that's
Objection,
where
Your
we're at.
Honour.
You can't object yet. Thank you, Mr. Reynolds. What would
Well
you like
done.
the outcome of this to be tonight?
So, as a fairly reasonable firefighter, I've not got a lot to pick
Document
from.
ring with me.
I would
Order.
like to, I would like to get him on a rehabilitation program and brought back into the work as soon as possible. But also, I don't want him being a risk to himself or others.
Document ring with me after that.
Thank you. Will the opposing counsel now please have their opening statement?
We'll sort him out for you after coffee.
The opposing counsel. Hello.
Thank you.
That's you guys on the right.
Make sure we don't do it again.
Can you please start with your opening statement?
That's why I shoot him in the head.
Your Honour,
radio.
on behalf of my client, I'd just like to point out that my client is on the mental health register as schizophrenic. Due to unforeseen reasons from when he was a veteran, himself and a gentleman called Mr. Randy. Obviously, these are
Can
brought
you
back.
please get the full name of Mr. Randy? Can you give the full name of Mr. Randy, please?
It's
Randall Bottom.
Randy Arsewipe.
Randy Arswipe, thank you.
Randy Newman.
Hello.
Randy bloody Newman.
Randy Newman.
Order.
So obviously with my client,
nerve-wracking, that.
Mercury and Randy Newman, both being in the, both being veterans. Obviously something's gone up between them within that. Obviously brought back up memories. Which obviously my client has had since he joined the fire service. Obviously it's got to the point where it's got too much for him.
I'll see if you can give a statement.
Basically.
So on behalf of
Union,
my
like a lawyer or
client,
union rep.
I would like the court to possibly go within his favour due to issues prior to this.
Does your client plead not guilty to all accusations made to him today in regards to escaping, setting fire, being under the influence of a narcotic while working?
My client, it does plead guilty for narcotics and fleeing off the hospital. Any other charges are not guilty.
Okay, thank you. We will now do the cross-examination. Will the counsel, Mr. Reynolds, please start
He
asking
can't go
some
to jail.
questions?
He can't fight. Like, fucking bastard.
We start. You've got 5 minutes to ask questions to the opposing counsel, Mr. Reynolds.
Okay, so obviously I hear that we are pleading guilty to escaping from hospital and being on the run. By being on the run and driving in speeds of excess of 150 miles per hour potentially, would that not put other road users at risk? I ask the right honourable court.
Is there any actual physical proof of my client doing them speeds on the roads?
I firstly call Harry to the stage.
Harry, please be uprising and please make your way to the podium.
Now, if we look to evidence 1A, we can see several photographs of a Ford Focus in blue, badly damaged due to excessive speeds of trying to help
Harry, over here.
assist Mr.
I'm
Mercury
to the left of
off
me.
the road. Harry, what estimated top speeds would you say you was doing at most on
Misleading,
the
he's not on the
chases?
seat to answer questions. Hit your alt muscle and look at the chair, son. Or you'd be sent to prison for obstruction. Good man. Right, you may ask questions.
So, Harry, what speeds would you estimate Mr. Mercury
the judge or
was
the guy in the
going
dock?
on the run?
110.
110. I apologise, so still miles over the speed limit, but not quite to the 150 plus as well, so could have been substantially more. Would you say he was driving in a safe manner or in a manner that would put other people at risk?
Put other people at risk.
Would you say he seemed very angry and agitated at the hospital?
Yes.
Would you say that Cliff had a fear of life at one point and felt like she needed some assistance because she was scared?
Yes.
Right, that's all I need to ask. Thank you very much, Harry.
Will the opposing counsel now please ask some questions?
I've got more witnesses to call, but would you like to...
Yeah, he can cross-examine him if he wants now, Mr. Harry.
Perfect, no problem.
Mr. Harry, if you don't mind just answering one question for me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is it true to say that the vehicle that you drive, the blue Ford, you've had some modifications done to the vehicle, and you are not capable of driving that car at the moment?
No.
Okay, so we look at evidence C5. You will see in the pictures there of Mr. Harry in his blue Ford Focus running other vehicles prior to this incident.
Louder.
Yeah.
Mr. Harry, what was the reason for ramming my client in the first place?
It wasn't stopping.
So wouldn't it have been best to call for police at that point?
Yep.
So was there
How
any
the fuck
calls
did these
made
two
to the
work together
police
after
to
the
get them
incident?
on the scene? So you took it within your own hands to ram somebody on public roads?
Yep.
What do you say?
No further questions, Your Honour.
Thank you, Mayor. Just hold court for a second. Just stand back. Right, you lot, hey! Order in my court, you silence now, right? Fucking silence in my
You
court.
got there, son.
Silence in my court.
Put it away as women in
This is
court.
my house. Who's got a lawnmower?
Why
No
the
lawnmower.
fuck's he
About
got
time
a
you want
leaf
to clean up
blower?
then, innit?
Why has he got a leaf blower?
Right. Mr. Reynolds, will you bring up your next witness?
Yeah, thank you very much. So I would like to next call my crotch up to the stand.
Your crotch be behaving. Order. Order. Hey, shut up. Right, Harry, you can go off my podium. Off my podium. You climb up space. Hey, pick him up and throw him out, someone.
Put me crotch on stand.
Sit. Hit your old muscle. You fucker. To the right side of me then. Run. Crotch, you run to the right
Language in the court.
side. Order.
Where's he going?
Where's he going? That's my room.
Why'd you try to go?
You can't see
Send
stuff
him
in there.
down. 10 years.
Yeah.
Order.
Don't give up our fucking smoking, man.
Right, just stand there then.
So,
Answer questions.
Mr. Crotch, do you swear to tell the truth while under oath? That was crazy.
Are you playing music in my room? Order.
No, sir.
Fucking hooligans.
So, Mr. Roch, I happened to witness a phone call to you and a certain gentleman which gave, well, let's say it lent towards you being asked to assist in taking somebody out from somebody who seemed in a very agitated and shouting manner even over a phone. Can you point out the gentleman who was on the other end of that phone call? You can go a bit louder if you need to now, Mr. Roch.
So can you?
Not a problem, I will, because I'm also whispering. So, does that right in saying that you're pointing to a certain Mr. Mark Mercury?
That is correct, Mr. Mark.
Objection, Your Honour.
Objection granted.
So, this phone call, obviously, what was it Mark
minute, what were you
Mercury was
objecting
asking you to do?
The reason I'm objecting is because
it was a setup.
Mr. Reynolds said that he heard of a phone conversation between them. He did not hear the phone conversation himself.
Sure, objection granted.
Apologies, Mr. Reynolds was stood next to my crotch at the time it was happening. My crotch is always near to me in these situations. So.
It's not funny, guys.
My crotch is, you know, a thing that, you know, you need to do. Anyway, so, Mr. Crotch, would it be fair to say that you have sometimes partook in things that you're not so proud of to make money to support your loving, caring partner, such as providing services of things that may or may not be illegal? Is that correct?
That is correct.
And would you have ever perhaps sold these to anybody in this room?
Yes.
And can you point to any of those people that you may have sold these to?
You corrupt fuck.
No, I'm kidding. It
He
was
can't
Mark
incriminate
Mercury.
himself.
Mark
Objection.
Mercury.
You can't do that.
Objection, Your Honour.
Granted. Granted it is.
The reason for the
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
objection is because Mr. Crutch is not the one who is being questioned here, so anything to do with that should not be allowed in the court.
Objection
I've no problem, but what we were saying is the fact that it is known that Mark Mercury is a severe cannabis user.
Chronic, some would say.
Best customer, some might say, Mr. Crotch. Is that correct?
He has a loyalty card.
A loyalty card. That's what I am saying. So, a loyalty card. And finally, my crotch seemed to think that the fire was started by a certain Mr. Mercury to get his third, fourth, fifth. I lost count of the amount of escapes he was trying to make in desperation of being found guilty.
You can't be that sassy.
Sorry.
Objection!
Either way, did he start the fire? Because Alfie didn't start the fire.
I predict the fire.
Objection. No,
I
you need to
predict the
court
fire.
Did you think that it was Mr. Mercury starting the fire?
I saw Mr. Mercury walk over to the hospital entrance down below and walk away, and it was in flames.
No further questions, Your Honour.
Thank you, my right honourable gentleman. Will the right honourable opposition please come up?
Mr. Crutch, if you don't mind me asking, I believe between Michael Light and yourself there has been some things that have been happening between you both.
Interesting.
Some might say.
You bent them all went on about
I
Gary.
don't know what this has to do.
Yeah.
Mr. Crush, is it also true that you have threatened to have my client shot?
Absolutely.
Hearsay!
false. Hearsay, yeah.
No, carry on.
No, that has never happened.
Excuse me? My house, my rules.
Mr. Crush, is it also? It's also aware that on the occasion of my client running away from the hospital, was also aware that you had a firearms within your hands, threatening to shoot my client.
I did everything I could to keep a madman off the streets.
Which includes shooting a human being.
I wasn't going to kill him.
He never said no.
No.
Mr. Mercury, is it also true that my client has never come to you for any narcotics before?
No, he calls me about once a week.
That backfired.
Mr. Reynolds, I'm having you in court later.
Oh dear, no threatening behaviour, no picking asses as well, please, Reynolds.
No further questions at this time, Your Honour.
Thank you. You may now sit both of you down. Is the last witness a Miss Keeley? I forgot her name.
You can call me Lily.
That's not going to work, dude.
Slippery floor.
There'll be
He's
no,
been on
there's
the
no
APA.
there's no injury, accident, lawyer stuff here, by the way. So if you follow,
I have two witnesses actually.
you can pick one.
Oh, this is very interesting because I really need two.
You can pick one because everyone's got tea time.
I call Mr. F 32 to the stage.
Bum, bum.
F32 to this stage, please.
You're going to jail.
Objection,
fucking
Your
run.
Honour.
No, fucking sit down. Wait a minute. Sit down.
Boo, boo, boo.
Oh, you can't
Try
call
to
him
run
out. You
out.
have to fucking
I'm
stand.
trying. I'm
We're
genuine.
trying.
Right, you may
Left
begin.
out.
Mr. Sean Taylor, is it true that you're probably the most promising firefighter LSFD Firehouse 7 has seen in the last 5 years?
I don't fucking know.
That is true.
Very good. And is it
I
true that you
disregard that
promised
objection.
to always tell the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and lots more about the truth, and everything that was said about truth, because it's all the truth? Is it true that you said that you would do the truth?
That's correct.
So if I asked you something now, you would only say the truth and nothing but the truth.
Correct.
So we know that now then. Very, very good. Now, I seem to recall there may have been a certain conversation, such as the fact of a certain F-64 jeopardizing the career of Randy Newman's in his old job. Is that true?
That was true, yes.
And would a certain F-32 say that he was worried about the integrity because of the mental health and the behavior of a certain F-64 potentially jeopardizing his future in becoming lieutenant? Is that true?
True.
Good, because I was off to get the body cam out. And why would you say that you thought that was true? Would you not trust a fellow firefighter? Would you think it's not strange to not trust a fellow fighter? Do you think that potentially he was acting so strangely that he could have put people's lives in risk, that he could have done something crazy, that potentially he needs to go to the penitentiary to get his head sorted out so that he can come back to work a stronger, better man, a man that has the integrity of yourself?
Mike, what the fuck are you doing?
True on two accounts. Penitentiary, I'd definitely say false.
Can I just make a point? No wanking in the courthouse, please. Thank you.
So I would ask, I would
There's
ask,
smoking going on here.
I would ask the court here, if there was a fire and you was to run into there, if you was to do a job, you would need all your fellow men or women to be there to have your back, to know that you could trust them, because one false move by them could result in death. Now, I could not have somebody on my service team who I thought may put others at harm. It's my duty to protect them and my duty to protect you. I ask the court to find Mr. Mercury guilty, to help prevent him from further doing wrong, to help him become back on the path of the good, join this Firehouse 7 and become an excellent fire investigator in time with the right treatments. I ask for your support into getting him back on the right path. Please do the right thing, court. No further question.
Thank you. Will the opposition have any further witnesses to call? Or...
Yes, Your Honour. I'd like to call Medic 169.
I'll also give you free donuts if you vote for me.
Medic 169, last witness, and then we'll give our final verdict. Them benches are made out of IKEA wood. Please don't stand in them or they will break, and you have to pay. Right. You may begin.
IKEA flat packs.
Yeah.
Mrs. Killith, is it true that not so long ago you and my client had a thing going?
Excuse me? Can you repeat that?
Did you have sex with fucking Mercury?
No!
Thank you.
Straight to the point.
In your own words,
Did
in
he
your
just-
own words,
did he just faint?
Killith, would you say my client was acting irrational or mentally disturbed?
Excuse me a moment.
Did he fall over?
faint. He's in blood. What happened?
He's dead.
Why is he dead?
He's dead.
He's not dead.
Yeah, he is.
He's still alive.
That's a lot.
Oh no.
Right.
Who's dead?
Did you just shoot someone?
Yeah, Mike.
Oh, Sheriff.
Yeah.
Oh, Your Honour, I was just shot by one of the people in the court.
Objection, false.
Hearsay.
Delusion. Right, continue.
No idea.
Please to ask the question.
Did...
He's running away again.
Got his number.
Who?
This guy, I'll send you an email.
Well,
What
carry
was
on.
the question, please?
Saying.
Mrs. Killith, would you say in your own words, my client was acting irrational or under mental stress?
He was very agitated at first, so I got
You
him
guys
into the
can hunt him down
hospital
and capture him on
and
your
laid
file.
him on the bed
Who?
so maybe he can relax a little bit and
Matt
calm
Mercury.
down.
I give him all my
But
info.
he kept calling Randy
I can't give you
Newman's
5
name,
grand, that's all I've got.
and he got out of the bed
I
and
bought a
walked
beautiful
out
car
of the
that I'd do a deal
hospital.
on that I think you two are interested
And
in, though.
he was talking with you guys.
Come back
I
on it.
came to collect him again, and I took him to Ward C, where he would be secure, and in a room where it would be locked. And somehow he still managed to get out of there and run outside the hospital, where he then took a car and drove very recklessly, and we had to
guy
chase him to get him back and stop hurting the people, the locals around. Eventually, when we caught him and we put him back into that room, he managed to escape. He set the back of the hospital on fire, where me and Mike watched it catch on fire. And lucky for us, Alfie could put the sprinklers on and turn off the fire that way. And then again, when we took him back to the to the Ward C room, he managed to get outside where they needed the ladder. Should I? Are they okay?
Yeah.
And
Get on with it.
basically, yeah, he was very violent, to put it simply.
Alfie, get up, right. I've heard everything I need to hear. Can everyone please get back to their seats? Mercury, can you come to the podium? And Harley, Uck, can you please come to the podium, please? Got a special guest. It's UK Uck. Yeah, I don't fucking know. Can you both come? It's a special surprise for you.
Go on, Harley, go.
Miss Keyleth, can you please take a seat?
Yep, sorry.
Objection, Your Honor.
No, fuck off objections. Come over here. Yeah, stand up. Both of you stand at the podium in front of me.
You hello.
The podium in front of me, Harley. Both
Ruby
of you.
would be proud.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I've come to a verdict. Today, it's going to be not guilty for Mercury, but it's going to be guilty for Harley UK for crimes that Mercury committed.
What?
I sentence Harley UK to crimes committed by Mr. Mercury for 10 years. Get it? Someone get him to get 20 grand.
I'm on it! Harley, my man!
Thank you. Court is now adjourned.
Well then.
Thank you. You did a great job, but your evidence wasn't compelling enough. I think it's a great asset to have a madman on the. He's not.
A madman on the list.
He's a man on the list. I think he's a great asset to your team, and you can't lose him.
He is, but I think temporary some treatment just to help him for a day would have been a blessing.
There was questions, did he or didn't he set the fire? Was not a proof enough. Tyler also paid me 30 grand, so is that?
No, that's fair enough. He did drive very excessively crazy though.
And plus, I thought Harley should be committed for the crimes that that Mercury did. So someone's getting charged. And I'm also did Farmer also just shoot someone in the courthouse?
I didn't hear a shot, to be honest.
I didn't hear a shot, but there was blood.
Yes,
I think he shot himself.
I don't know.
It did seem that he did.
I don't know who shot him.
Maybe we need to come back to court. Who shot JR?
No, fucking that's a mystery. I wonder if they'll get Harley. That was quite fun. Oh, there's a fucking prop.
Get away from my bike. My bike. It's my bike. It is genuinely my bike, by the way.
That's my bike.
Tweet a picture out, Mercury, saying not guilty. That you've been found not guilty. You're a free man. I like the pants you're wearing, Alfie.
Nice, certainly.
Yeah.
Smart.
That's back there.
Yeah. Right, Tyler, can I have a 30 grand, please? Can I have a 30 grand?
Mr. Mercury, I told you you'd walk free.
Where's my 30 grand, Tyler? You owe me 30 grand?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Well
good
done,
job.
Mercury.
Right. Now I've got you.
Did Welshie Farmer shoot you? I don't.
Yes.
He actually shot you, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Well, that was
Right, okay.
Dropped
so
him like a sack of shit.
I don't know why he shot you. That's concerning.
Yeah.
Lilith,
It had
are
enough.
you still eyes on?
I'm still recording.
Damn it. Can you let me know when you're not?
Okay.
Just because I need to.
Funny.
I got paid money
Right.
to put you guilty, so just you
Right.
know.
Guys. Go.
I was paid money.
Shoot you, you know.
No, shoot. No, look, it's two sheriffs. Two sheriffs. Which one? It's an illusion. Ooh, illusion.
I know which one's you.
Okay, okay.
The
guys,
other one with
I-
the shit pants on.
Which was me? No,
Right.
no,
With the
I've not got
cowboy
the shit
hat on.
pants on.
guys, before you all go.
Twerk, let's see which is the best pants.
Clearly.
Oh, sorry, sorry.
These
No,
are my
I'm
pants.
sorry. It was just a flashlight.
Oh,
I
bless.
deserve it. There we go.
Oh shit.
Whoa, not the gun. No.
On the floor.
Woo.
Oh. Thank you. Thank you.
Crikey.
Bloody hell.
Nearest church.
Who knew it was that
Try and
dead?
have
Miles.
everyone.
Wow.
Can I just? I'm just going to take him to the nearest church to bury him.
Yeah.
Which is the nearest
Okay.
church?
Guys,
I believe it's
Just
off
take him
one of
down
the
the sewers.
bridges. Yeah.
When
Did
we
anyone
were
get
chasing
a-
him, we
man.
went past cemetery.
Did
we
anyone get any
need.
body
Do you know
cam
whereabouts
about
it
you
was? Can you
shooting
take me there?
I don't
That
remember
was
exactly.
like-
To rest. There's no hope for him. Look.
It was funny, but it wasn't on, was it?
Was there no CCTV cameras in there?
I'm gonna get him.
Yeah, you gotta.
I need to put a warrant out for Welsh as well. Oh, Welsh is getting so long.
This is Mark's.
It's
He
Oh,
didn't
sure.
like it.
basically, you're just gonna put all the Vagos away.
Welsh has got consent, attempted murder, obstruction of justice, obstruction of law thing. He's gone up.
Robbing your bike.
That's fine. Are you eyes on still or not? Have you finished that now?
I can close the eyes. One moment.
If you could.
Close the eyes. It's getting boring now.
I close my eyes
Okay.
to see for
Thank you everyone for being
certain.
here again. I hope you enjoyed that. It was
The
really
next
interesting.
bit.
See ya.
Think the boy was born.
Bye bye.
Lollipop, lollipop.